We are live, bro. Would you like to say anything? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete. Welcome. 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 San Francisco, America, planet Earth. This is where the battlefield is, where the stage is. This is where we decide the fate of our free society, to remaining free or going the way of the Roman Empire. But every day we decide. And here, anyone can speak. If you want to share your voice, your dream, your pain, your story, your ideas. For we all need one another to find a way to express ourselves. And without that, life is a very difficult place to be. Bienvenido, San Francisco. América, planeta Tierra. Este es el campo de batalla. ¿Dónde está el escenario? Aquí es donde nosotros decidimos el destino de nuestra sociedad libre para seguir siendo libre o ir por el camino del Imperio Romano. Pero cada día decidimos, y aquí cualquiera puede hablar. Si quieres compartir tu voz, tu sueño, tu dolor, tu historia, tus ideas. ¿Por qué? Todos nos necesitamos para encontrar una manera de expresarnos. Y sin eso, la vida es un lugar muy difícil para estar. You can share it if you want. You just hold the trigger.
Zay, where are you? Zay, report to Jamie. Zay, report to Jamie.
You want to speak Japanese?
I know how to speak Japanese. Zay. report to Jamie. Zay. Caleb. Caleb. Caleb.
Sister.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Freedom is the ability to express the soul, to express ourselves, regardless if anyone cares. Freedom is the ability to stand up for one another, no matter where we come from, for we all need help. And it's not just money we need help with. We need inspiration on how to keep going, because life seems to be like a constant nightmare. If we cannot bring joy, creativity, something that challenges the norms, the rules, without destroying the entire system. This is the challenge of the hour. La libertad es la capacidad de expresar el alma para expresarnos independientemente si a alguien le importa. Libertad es la capacidad de defenderse unos a otros. No importa de dónde vengamos, porque todos necesitamos ayuda. Y no es solo dinero, necesitamos ayuda con eso. ¿Qué tal? Necesitamos inspiración, cómo seguir adelante, porque la vida parece ser como una pesadilla constante. Si no podemos traer alegría, creatividad, algo que desafía las normas, las reglas, sin destruir todo el sistema. Este es el desafío de un año. Would you like to share anything, brother? It would just have to be.
Pero los Estados Unidos es un imperio.
Sí.
It's falling down apart.
Sí, sí.
¿Y sabes quién está llevando a la guerra a Estados Unidos con Irán? Israel.
Israel, yes.
Dice Marco Rubio
Sí.
que si tú criticas Israel, si you criticize Israel, y si you criticize the Jewish people, ellos no te van a dar la visa para come inside in the United States.
Loco.
La mitad de los judíos en Israel son házaros, no son judíos reales. Se convirtieron judíos en el siglo IX. No son de raza, se convirtieron en judíos en el siglo IX. Son centroasiáticos.
Entiendo poco.
Son centroasiáticos. Central Asia. No, I don't want.
Okay.
I don't want to be killed. Yeah, if I speak my thoughts, this government can kill me. Pienso yo. Okay, cuídate, bye.
The microphone's open. The floor is open. If anyone wants to share what you feel, what you think. We still have the freedom of speech, but it's not necessarily guaranteed, because history shows us things always change if there isn't a critical mass of people sharing whatever talent, whatever gift, whatever experience they have. Even talking about our pain, our addiction. Whether it's in our job, finding a job, shelter, finding a place, technology, AI, pornography, Call of Duty, drugs. Underneath all of these things, we have a deeper fear, and that usually is about sharing ourselves. And how do we share ourselves in our society without having to be perfect and everyone liking us and getting a return so we can pay the rent? Well, this is something that is not easy, but can get easier if we can be open and honest about who we are and what we're capable of, united. But if we're divided, we are not so able to rise beyond the challenges we see throughout history. We see it today. And what can we do about it? Well, why are we here is the question. And so, whether it's speaking, poetry, singing, movement is the key that brings hope. It brings a sense that there's something greater than just everyone just divided, individualistic, doing our own thing. But in the end, we all have the right to share if we consider the whole of humanity, one another, and we don't have to be perfect.
I want to give out some cake. Can I borrow the mic to just say it out loud?
Yeah. You just hold the trigger.
Yeah.
Hello everybody, I brought some free cake. If somebody wants some delicious cake.
Free cake, if anyone wants cake.
So I have cake here, I have nice and forks for everybody. If you want some cake, come to the cowboy.
Yes, sir, cowboy. I want cake.
Yes?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm next.
Thank you.
Would you like to share, brother?
Just curious, what's your purpose?
Movement, flow, bringing inspiration behind all the division, ideologies, belief systems, that there's something interconnected behind all of it. And there is something poisonous that might be attributed to superiority that comes in many different forms and fashions. And it's not just economic and political, it's in other fronts. But I feel just by speaking out, we can bring more awareness, and that awareness can ripple out, and it might be able to maybe just touch one person, maybe 100 million people, but to just try something is pretty much the goal.
Well, you are very inspirational. I think you are providing unity, and that's very important. You're saving humanity. You're opening people up. It's a sticker if you'd like. It's a positive affirmation.
Would you put it in my little owl pot?
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Thank you for doing what you do.
I appreciate you, brother. If you ever want to speak, you're the right. My name's Gabriel.
I'm Karan. Nice to meet you.
Karan.
Yeah. I'm a high school student, actually.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah. Can I have my card?
Yeah, you're welcome. You just hold the trigger and
Hello?
yeah.
Hello everyone, to all the youth here. Just want to say, I went to ISA for 14. My final debate states, just want to say, age is just a number. Go out there and do cool things.
Woo! Age is just a number. El micrófono está abierto. El piso está abierto. Si alguien quiere compartir lo que sientes, lo que piensas, todavía tenemos la libertad de expresión, pero no está necesariamente garantizada porque la historia nos muestra que las cosas siempre cambian si no hay una masa crítica de personas compartiendo cualquier talento. cualquier don, cualquier experiencia que tengan, incluso hablando de nuestro dolor, nuestra adicción, ya sea en la búsqueda de trabajo, refugio, encontrar un lugar, tecnología, EA, o AI, pornografía, Call of Duty, drogas, debajo de todas estas cosas tenemos un miedo más profundo y eso suele ser sobre compartirnos y cómo nos compartimos en nuestra sociedad sin tener que ser perfectos y que a todos nos gusten y obtener una devolución para que podamos pagar el alquiler. Bueno, esto es algo, no es fácil, pero puede ser más fácil si podemos ser abiertos y honestos sobre quiénes somos y de qué somos capaces y unidos. Pero si estamos divididos, no somos tan capaces de superar los desafíos que vemos a lo largo de la historia. Lo vemos hoy. ¿Y qué podemos hacer al respecto? Bien. ¿Por qué estamos aquí? Es la pregunta. Y entonces, ya sea hablar, poesía, cantar, el movimiento es la clave que trae esperanza, trae la sensación de que hay algo más grande que simplemente todos divididos, individualistas, haciendo lo nuestro. Pero al final, todos tenemos el derecho para compartir si consideramos a toda la humanidad uno al otro. No tenemos que ser perfectos. Quiero repartir un poco de pastel. Puedo tomar prestado el micrófono para solo decir el amor. Solo tienes que apretar el gatillo.
No sé qué te dice, pero es bien, escuchar bien. Sounds good. Really good. Does it say what it says, like a literal translation?
Yep, Google Translator.
Cool. Hold on. Good. I don't speak fluent, but like
Me
I
neither.
know a little bit of what you're saying.
Me neither.
I'm trying to translate, but I'm not doing a great job. I get a little bit too.
And I don't judge so many of us because there's so much in our world. It's so hard to learn a language when we're just trying to like get by, you know?
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah, most people don't. Yeah, even have the time, you know, or whatever. But you know, we can. Yeah, I used to speak Spanish better than I do now.
Mm-hmm.
I've lost like a decent amount of it, but I'm getting it back. I just I've just like been trying to like practice it. I'll get it back. It's not that hard, bro. It's really hard. There's so many words that are like the same as English. Like they're so simple. It's so easy. Anyway, yeah. I dig what you're doing out here. What's your? I'm Derek.
Gabriel.
Okay, bro. Okay. What I meant to say is my name's Michael. That's all I have to say. I'll show you my journal. It says Michael on it. Did you notice that the name Derek is close to the name Devil? Same amount of letters.
In some way.
Just twist some of the letters a little bit and it's close to it. It's really interesting.
Sometimes I play that character as well.
Yeah.
We all do in these times.
Do you, like, sometimes people let it fully control them, and that's scary. Yeah. So how do we? What do we? Yeah. Communication.
Calling out the poisons, the lies in our institutions that
Safely.
are not just modern, but they're also
You too, brother. How's it going, man? Hey, happy birthday, guys. Be safe, cowboy.
Daymaker.com. I don't have a card. Yeah, I make your day. That's
Daymaker, all right, all right. Hey, bless you guys. How's it going? God bless you. Cool shirt. Yeah, man.
Mic's open if anyone wants to share. But it's one of the greatest fears we have, because throughout history, elite circles, those who have power, don't want the people to speak their mind, what they feel, because it could threaten the entire system, where so much of our wealth is concentrated in the hands of a few.
Do that straight up.
And if we can speak out, others will feel that they can too. Maybe in their job, their relationship, wherever they are. Maybe out on the street corner. But as we speak out, the ripples will continue to expand. And then we will find we have more rights, more resources, more inspiration to use what we have for the people, for the community, so that we can all have more than what we could ever achieve alone.
We all have more together. It's crazy. Even the higher ups, we all have more. We all have more.
Que no te volveré a ver.
It takes a lot of courage to do what you're doing.
Thank you, brother. I feel it's the future. Public microphones throughout every town and city, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Anyone can speak so long as you're not slurring, you're not dominating, yada yada. But hopefully we don't end up like Russia or China, North Korea.
Just slow.
Yeah.
Slow.
Gotta build up that momentum.
Foot on the gas. Somebody gotta do it. Open mic. The floor is open. You can do poetry, improv, Shakespeare. You can share your dream, share your story. As dark as some of our stories might be, it might be something that inspires others to share their own story. But all of our stories matter. It just doesn't seem like they do, because from the very early age, we aren't really encouraged to talk about what happens in the home. What happens with our circles, our groups, our cliques. But at some point in time, the bubble has to pop. And we will need to share with one another. Whether it's Chinese, Japanese, Portuguese, Mongolian, Nigerian, Arabic, it doesn't matter. We just are needing flow, movement, expression. Because right now it feels like a lot of things are pretty dark, pretty hard, pretty scary to express something that other people might be able to feel inside of their heart. But anyways,
Manly P. Hall, The Secret Teaching of All Ages, page 17. Although Ammonius Saccas was long believed to be the founder of Neoplatonism, the school had its true beginning in Plotinus. My bad, brother. Oh, thank you, brother. AD 204 to 269. Prominent among the Neoplatonists of Alexandria, Syria, Rome, and Athens were Porphyry, Iamblichus, Sallusthius, the Emperor Julian, Plutarch, and Proclus. Neoplatonism was the supreme effort of decadent pagandom to publish and thus preserve for posterity its secret doctrine. In its teachings, ancient idealism found its most perfect expression. Neoplatonism was concerned almost exclusively with the problems of higher metaphysics. It recognized the existence of a secret and all-important doctrine which from the time of the earliest civilizations had been concealed within the rituals, symbols, and allegories of religions and philosophies. To the mind unacquainted with its fundamental tenets, Neoplatonism may appear to be a mass of speculations, interspersed with extravagant flights of fancy. Such a viewpoint, however, ignores the institutions of the mysteries, those secret schools into whose profundities of idealism nearly all of the first philosophers of antiquity were initiated. When the physical body of pagan thought collapsed, an attempt was made to resurrect the form by instilling new life into it, by the unveiling of its mystical truths. This effort apparently was barren of results, despite the antagonism, however, between pristine Christianity and Neoplatonism. Many basic tenets of the latter were accepted by the former and woven into the fabric of patristic philosophy. Briefly described, Neoplatonism is a philosophic code which conceives every physical or concrete body of doctrine to be merely the shell of a spiritual verity which may be discovered through meditation and certain exercises of a mystic nature. In comparison to the esoteric spiritual truths which they contain, the corporeal bodies of religion and philosophy were considered relatively of little value. Likewise, no emphasis was placed upon the material sciences. The term patristic is employed to designate the philosophy of the fathers of the early Christian church. Patristic philosophy is divided into two general epochs, ante-Nicene and post-Nicene. The ante-Nicene period in the main was devoted to attacks upon paganism and to apologies and defenses of Christianity. The entire structure of pagan philosophy was assailed, and the dictates of faith elevated above those of reason. In some instances, efforts were made to reconcile the evident truths of paganism with Christian revelation. Eminent among the okay, for sure. I feel you, brother. Eminent among the ante-Nicene fathers were Saint Irenaeus, Clement of Alexandria, and Justin Martyr. In the post-Nicene period, more emphasis was placed upon the unfoldment of Christian philosophy along Platonic and Neoplatonic lines, resulting in the appearance of many strange documents of a lengthy, rambling, and ambiguous nature, nearly all of which were philosophically unsound. The post-Nicene philosophers included Athanasius, Gregory of Nyssa, and Cyril of Alexandria. The patristic school is notable for its emphasis upon the supremacy of man throughout the universe. Man was conceived to be a separate and divine creation, the crowning achievement of deity and an exception to the suzerainty of natural law. To the patristics, it was inconceivable that there should ever exist another creature so noble, so fortunate, so able as man, for whose sole benefit and edification of all kingdoms of nature were primarily created. Patristic philosophy culminated in Augustinianism, which may be best defined as Christian Platonism, opposing the Pelagian doctrine that man is the author of his own salvation. Augustinianism elevated the Church and its dogmas to a position of absolute infallibility, a position which it successfully maintained until the Reformation. Gnosticism, a system of emanation, interpreting Christianity in terms of Greek, Egyptian, and Persian metaphysics, appeared in the latter part of the 1st century of the Christian era. Practically all the information extant regarding the Gnostics and their doctrines stigmatized as heresy by the ante-Nicene Church Fathers is derived from the accusations made against them, particularly from the writings of Saint Irenaeus. In the 3rd century appeared Manichaeism, a dualistic system of Persian origin, which taught that good and evil were forever contending for universal supremacy. In Manichaeism, Christ is conceived to be the principle of redeeming good in contradistinction to the man Jesus, who was viewed as an evil personality. We're going to take a pause here for a moment. All are welcome to comment. All are welcome to respond if you want. You're welcome to. It can be about this, or it could be other things. It doesn't have to be about this. You just pull the you hold the trigger, and then whatever comes. It could be about anything.
As you said, the light and the dark are always in contention. They're always fighting. But the light will always reveal the darkness as long as there's energy. Like you said, if we keep moving, we'll keep evolving, we'll keep growing. And if we build self-esteem through doing esteemable acts, we will ascend.
Yes,
We'll be chosen. We will build ourselves up internally. It starts within ourselves.
True.
Something's always watching. God loves you. God was proud of you. They are. They were bragging about you. Like he said, we're so close. This iteration's amazing. You guys are amazing. We're closer, better than we've ever been. We are. You won the lottery, you just have the chance to be alive.
Wow.
And you didn't choose to be here, I didn't either. But we make the best of it. There's a lot of silver lining. There's a lot of positivity out there. You just have to look for it. God loves you. Love yourself. Be better to each other. Be better to yourself. Be better to the planet. We all do a little bit better. We'll have a way better shot at being successful here. Because there's a chance we can be not successful.
Yeah,
I don't want to be negative here, but hey, let's do a little better. We can we all
true.
just have to do a little bit better.
It's true. It's
That's
true.
it, man. That's it. Anyway, God loves you. This guy has a lot of courage to come out here and talk like this. God bless him. There's angels among you. Don't forget that.
Amen, brother. Amen.
God bless you.
Open mic. If anyone wants to speak. Espanol, Portuguese, Francois, Deutsch, Russian, even though there's a lot of hostility going on with Russia, but there's a war over here. And our ability to talk about those things that can inspire us rather than bring us down. This is what is the call of the hour. If anyone wants to share, you're more than welcome. So where were we? Page 28. The death of Boethius in the 6th century. Ha ha ha. Oh.
What's up, dude? Hey, chill, chill. Huh? How you like that? What's up, bro?
Hey, love is greater than hate. Love is greater than hate. Love is greater than hate. Love, the spirit, the heart, Jesus.
Thank you very much. Kiss your very love. Yeah, no, bro. But be careful.
I hear you. God bless you, sir.
Yeah, I've been in Vietnam War.
It's all good.
And I apologize to him. So you, who are you?
This is another brother of the family.
Nobody, brother.
We're all family. We're all brothers and sisters.
We're all connected.
Continue your speech. Sounds good.
And if you want to share about humanity, love, you're welcome.
No, I want you to understand.
All right, brother.
You got that one there, but that's it. You know what I'm saying?
I love you, sir.
You okay, sir?
No, sir. Just for God.
Go. Peace?
Peace, brother.
Peace
Yeah?
and freedom
Sure. Hell yeah,
for the
we should work
people.
together. You know what I mean?
No more
Same
billionaires.
Yeah.
No more bullshit.
No
Same
more
team.
be like you.
Team. No more bullshit, same team. I'm tired of this
All
shit.
that no bullshit.
Divide and conquer bullshit.
No
Yup.
bullshit, yeah.
Same shit.
Unity.
What you said was billionaires. That's Donald Trump.
Yeah.
I'm with you, brother.
I love America, but I always love the leaders and what they do. God bless you, sir.
Mic's open. Things will happen, you know, brother. But I appreciate you getting my hat. I appreciate that, brother. But the secret of the church, of religion, science, education, knowledge, could be inside of us, not in a book, a Bible, the Quran, the Vedas, mathematical equations, universities. The secret might be inside of us. We all might have the same capacity to be the one, the Christ, the genius, if we can see humanity in ourselves and try to express that which is inside. And though certain people may not want to hear it, they will have to face themselves at the end of the day and really speak if they want to continue speaking in what is in front of them, what is in front of the mirror. What image do we see about ourselves that we can let go of and allow a greater image that brings a whole new society where everyone is accounted for, everyone has a record, everyone has something. So, Yeah, I'm pretty much blind too, brother.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah. I'm farsighted, so I like, but everything's blurry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't drive a car
Me either, without my glasses.
without my
I
glasses.
shouldn't.
You want to speak, brother?
Thank you for your service. God bless you. You like tobacco or weed?
I'm taking a break.
Cool.
I appreciate it though. I smoke all day, brother.
You want caffeine?
I'm good, brother. I appreciate that. Floor is open, mic's open if anyone wants to share. The death of Boethius in the 6th century marked the close of the ancient Greek school of philosophy.
Sorry.
You good? You're good?
Can we talk about Nephilim?
Enoch.
Is that okay? Or is that too much?
No. All subjects are welcome. All subjects. There should be no taboos. There should be nothing off the table.
It would be so cool. I got your back, bro. It would be so cool. If somebody has a problem with it, we'll talk to them about it. They can come up, we'll talk to them about it. I got your back. Nobody
I don't know a whole lot. I can only mention brief parts.
I can talk about it a little bit.
I read the Book of Enoch some time ago, so I know about the Watchers.
Okay, yeah.
Some call them narcissists, some call them agents, some call them
Okay.
various things, but my brother here wanted me to talk about the Nephilim, the Watchers. And this is a subject that is in the Book of Enoch, which is a censored book in the Catholic Church. You are not allowed to read certain things. And so the Book of Enoch is a text that goes way before the time of Jesus, Pythagoras. It goes back to the days of Noah, Abraham, Moses. It's not exactly sure, but there was a being known as Enoch, and he was able to witness that there are certain people that live among us that look like normal human beings, but they actually have an obsessive compulsive desire to create chaos, to create hatred, to create so much corruption that no one can really point where the beginning started. And so in the Book of Enoch, in this Apocrypha text, there are numerous books that are a part of these banned books. But in the text, it explains how Enoch is faced with various people who do not like him whatsoever. There are various beings that will go out of their way to ensure that you are nothing. You are dirt. You have no value whatsoever, because they have the right, they say, to enrich themselves with power, pleasure, prestige, luxury, money, endless forms of status, validation. And so the Nephilim, as it is stated in the Book of Enoch, the banned book from the Catholic Church, it suggests that there is a need for all people to become wise to these narcissists, these serpents, these who are the sons of Satan, Lucifer, or you can just call them the sociopaths, the pedophiles, who might have certain sex trafficking rings. There might be some conspiracies around this, but there's some published evidence. But it should be known that we, the people, need to educate ourselves about how narcissism works, how there are certain beings will try at all costs to destroy us and everything good that we have in our society. In the book, these beings, these watchers, they supposedly lusted after women, the daughters of men. And when they intermarried, when they had intercourse, they produced giants. In the newspaper of Kansas City, there's evidence in the 1800s of finding huge bones underneath the ground of giants. You also find it in the East. But what relevance does this all have to our daily lives? This is something that needs to be put onto the debate table. This is something that needs to be put into the air if we're wanting to consider that the people who walk by may not actually be like normal human beings. And it's not that we want to, how shall we say, label people as less than, for we're all equal. We all are born in the same image and likeness as the divine, God, Allah, Brahma, the Tao. Love is sometimes the word in reference to God. The light, the fire, the essence, the indescribable, the unutterable, the formless, the unmanifest. All these words are just trying to help us remember that we are all one. We are all interconnected. And it is our duty to educate ourselves and stand in defense of one another to those narcissists who just want more and more and more while we receive less and less and less. And our rights are being eroded today, as they have been for many, many centuries, by certain people that you can call the Nephilim, or the fallen angels, or the narcissists.
They're not homeless.
And it's not that killing them is the solution, but there are ways of rehabilitation through the justice system that needs to be implemented. And that is something that needs way more conversation, because our incarceration system needs a whole other magnitude of change. And it's not just that there are innocent people who are incarcerated there for decades or an entire life sentence, but we need to offer people a way out with a accelerated time frame, which could be within a year if they go through programs of spirituality, psychology, humanity, meditation, innocence, arts. There are certain ways of processing and interviewing whether a narcissist is fully ready to walk amongst us in society. And right now, we don't have a system for even parents being able to create children, because our system has been dominated by what we can consider the left-handed path, the mindset of selfishness, me first. It doesn't matter what happens to other people so long as I get absolute power and control over the entire population or a nation, a state, a city. And all parents should have to go through a test to whether or not they can but have children, because we pass down to our children what is passed down to us by our leaders. And how can we expect to have good parents if our leaders are not standing for us? Whether it's in politics or other fields, we need leaders in all areas. And so I open up the floor, the mic, to anyone if they want to talk about any one of these subjects, which is often taboo. You don't do these things because it threatens the position of a small group of people who only want more. As you might hear the statistic, 8 people in America own more money than the bottom half. And some people say, oh, that's propaganda. That's Russian, Chinese propaganda. But, I mean, you have even certain politicians talking about this. Oh, Bernie Sanders, he's extreme. AOC, they're extreme. You don't want to believe everything that comes out of their mouth. But actually, you might be surprised if you check the facts of how concentrated the wealth is in this nation. The most wealth in the entire world America has, but yet we have the most inequality. And how do we face up to how we have created this social fabric is up to us. Moment by moment, day by day, we are constantly creating everything around us. And who is to say that one person can change the face of the